So, someone came through yesterday in the comment section. I know I read it, I don't reply a lot. So, I was even thinking about doing like a mailbag episode where I go over comments on YouTube. Because I want to type back, but then it's so much. Basically, that my audio was off, that she wasn't able to hear me well. So, shout out to you. I tried to reply. Hopefully, the audio is better. I don't think you watch my live streams on replay. So, if there's audio issues, if I'm coming off soft, because I feel like I'm looking at my microphone right now and the meters on it, and it feels like it's not doing what it used to. And I have no idea what caused it because this microphone has a home in this spot. It doesn't move. It might be the connector over here that I need to replace, I guess. But the camera's connected to this connector as well, so boop. I don't know. Speaking of, I need a new camera too. That may be on the wish list for next week, payday. Anyway, sup guys? How you doing? So some things have been going on. Aries, a player who watches. I'm going to do a roster advice video for him. I said that I think part of, well, you know what, that part I'm not going to go into. I haven't heard back from YouTube yet about that, so we'll get into that stuff later or another day. But I'm going to do a roster advice video for his roster. And in the meantime, I think I'll wait on that a little bit because honestly, I did want to just hop on and play a little bit. But I don't know what to play at the moment. I did take, this morning, I hustled. I literally hustled because I just got impatient and I was like, forget it, I will waste materials, which I shouldn't have done. And just remove the ranks from Bizarro because I'm not going to use them anytime soon. And remove the ranks from Scarecrow because Elite. I haven't done it for Huntress yet, but just so I can strip them of the Elite frags. So I could come up here. Wait, Harley Quinn's the next one. I need to do her guide, then she'll be next. So I could come up here and take Bane to rank 8. And that was going to unlock the healed amount increases to 260 on his ultimate instead of 180% of his attack. And then there was another thing. Oh, the coefficient here as it increased to 40%. So he activates the engine on his back and injects himself with venom, healing himself for HP equal to 40% of his attack. The other issue, thing I'm thinking about with Bane is, and I do have this attack piece on him, so maybe I'm overthinking it. I was tempted to replace this with an attack percent piece to help heal him up. I don't know. So like 40% of his attack right now is 40,000, which would be not even, 5%. Not 5%. I'm doing stupid math right now. But anyway, so 40,000 on top of 1.1 million. So maybe it would be better to, and as a matter of fact, let me try and see what it would look like. What is this? I didn't know I had this. Okay, let's go to an attack bonus one. What's up, Shank? Finally catching you up. Yeah, what's up? All right, so hopefully it is not boring. Oh, and so I said this earlier, I'm going to repeat it. Let me know if the sound is good. Someone complained about, not complained, she brought it to my attention. I don't want to say she complained because she was upset because the last 2 episodes she hadn't been able to hear well. So let me know. Let me make sure that my microphone is all set. Because her saying that coincided right with these like weird readings I've been getting on my set, and it bothers me. Okay, so Wonder Woman and Batman both have 13%. I'm going to replace this temporarily, obviously. Replace this, so attack will go up to 22,000. So is it then worth it? Not really to me. Like, not really for real. Where's Batman? Let's get this crazy decision rectified really fast before I forget. Okay, so I don't know if it's really worth it. It's fine. Okay, cool. Maybe she has something on her end, but I want to be sure that it sounds good. I do need to replace my camera. Well, the microphone's doing well, but I could go for like a Rode mic or something like that. Anyway, that's not important right now. So, but thanks for the confirmation. Appreciate you. All right, so that's what I got on Bane. Very happy using Bane. Jon Stewart is ranked 9. I haven't even released my Jon Stewart videos yet. I guess I'll release the Elseworld one today and then the full guide on Sunday. Maybe I'll do that. I'm absolutely loving him. He is getting me through a lot of areas in like PvE mode. Just because he refuses to die, and I'm loving that. And I think I need to explore the possibility of maybe expanding on Guy Gardner and Jessica Cruz sooner, all because of Hal Jordan and because they're lanterns. I don't want to activate this. Nope, I don't. Okay, so him and then Jessica Cruz right now, I don't think I could take her rank 9. I think she still needs 40 more frags, yeah. So now all that I should say is coming in all clear on my end. I got lucky today. Got the new reinforcement and the Green Lantern one. I've been trying to keep up. I have 160 Jon Stewart's or John Shards. 1, that's good. Develop him as soon as possible. 2, that's another debate. So first debate is it's all about pulls and luck right now. So that's what I'm debating right now. You got the new reinforcement. I was like, okay, you know what? I haven't gotten it. I've used all my stuff up. So I was tempted to go to the shop and buy something. I have some Google Play credits, right? I have like $9 in Google Play credits. And I was thinking, okay, if I go here to the store and use my credits, then I could get, this deal right here. And that would give me 4 more pulls, right? 4 more pulls. I mean, so it's 100 and then there's $30. It's 30 tokens per pull. And I already have 25 right here. So 4 more pulls would leave me with these 2 up here, right? If I get it in this, it's worth it. I think. I sat here and I read what this thing does over and over and over again. I love the idea of silence for 4 turns. I hate the fact that it goes on the first enemy that uses their ultimate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wish it would go out sooner, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Then down here, puts on slow. It does some good stuff. Some really good stuff. All right, there's that. If I don't get it, here's the stupid part. If I don't get it and I go to the store, I could buy one of these, because it's a purchase limit of 1, right? So I could buy 1 of those, and that means I have 1 shot. You only get 1 shot. 1 shot. Because then it'll leave me with 15 left over, and that means that by the end of it, if I don't get it, I'd have to buy the $20. So my luck in this is, and I mean, this is how much I've examined it. My luck in this comes down to the first three that I'll have to do are gonna be these 7%, 7%, 7%. I'm gonna go ahead and assume the first 3 pulls will be 1, 2, 3, just down the road. That, you know what I mean? You assume the worst, which means that I would have 1 shot at 1, 2, 3. Like, these are gonna all be the same percentage. I got 1 shot at it, even odds. So they tell us, right? And then if I don't get it, it would be an additional $5 to have a coin flip shot. So then it'd be $15 on a reinforcement. Or I buy the 10 pack and I get it in the first 30 seconds. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So there's that situation. Next is, and I don't even have this many, but down here in league recruitment, I have enough to do 10 pulls, right? Okay. My Mr. Terrific is already ranked 10. We're good there. Not a good chance that I'm gonna pull Superman DCU. But let's say if I do, I could take him up to rank 9, I think, with a pull from him. And then with Guy Gardner, I think I could take Guy Gardner. I had to pull him twice in order to be able to take him up to rank 9, I believe. Let me double check. I might have some of his frags floating around, but I don't think so. Oh no, I would have to pull him once to get him up to rank 9. That does change things. And his rank 9 skill is, where you at? Guy now lobs 2 to 3 punches per attack. Ooh. Punches at enemy square in the face, dealing superpower damage equal to 100%. He now lobs 1 to 2 punches per attack. If he lands a third attack, it's guaranteed crit. So now he'll do 2 hits. That's 100% extra damage. Google Play credits are clutch. Yeah, it hasn't made a huge difference. I say that. I just got lucky at ASF. I can't lie. I had 1 shot for that coupon and got it, but I also hit up support because I bought the Batmobile by accident, which I already own. Oh shoot! Dang. Well, hopefully they refund you. Put it this way, they should. But I say should as in like that'd be the right thing to do. Like, I want to say nice, but that's kind of like the right thing to do. You had an accident. You clearly have it, so you clearly weren't trying to buy it. So I mean, they should. They should. I don't know. Maybe you catch a techie who's like, all right, I'm in a good mood. We'll give it back to him. All right, so taking him rank 9 isn't a bad idea. On top of the fact that in this league recruitment, I would get more rares and elites, which, oh no, just elites. I wouldn't even get rares, just elites. This only does elites. Okay, so anyway, no, they couldn't do anything. So today I got my daily and got the coupon. I kind of shouted myself a little bit. Well, I mean, good though. At least you got the other reinforcement. That sucks they didn't give it back to you. That really sucks. I feel like they could do that, but what do I know? What do I know? Maybe they don't start the precedent so that people don't just do that stuff and then, I don't know, flood their lines. I have no idea. I don't see what skin it is off of them to give that back to you, but all right. Okay, whatever. It just means you're going to wait a little bit longer. You got the coupon. You'll get another coupon in the next event. You'll be fine. I don't know. It's just kind of like they could have done that. I don't know. I guess they could have done. I don't know. It just feels like petty. All right. Anyway, so now here's the other part about this whole league recruitment thing, is that now I know they have offers up. Well, while they're talking about spending money and not giving you stuff back, they have offers up for what is it? For Mr. Terrific and Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner. Don't buy these, because right now what they're about to do is they're going to sell this to you, and then this will go into like the regular epic pool in 10 days or something like that, and then you've spent $50 for like a 5-day advantage. Don't worry about that. Unless you give Shank back his coupons for accidentally buying the Batmobile, then definitely buy it. Maybe. Anyway, so now the question becomes, because of this offer here, right? I believe that the Justice League is about to leave league recruitment, and they're going to put the 11th Street Kids in there, because the 11th Street Kids are about to be replaced with the Poison season, all right? That's how it goes. The previous season is there. What's up, Flip? So the question is, with the league recruitment, I'm not going to really be pulling for 11th Street Kids. I have my Judo Master rank 10. Vigilante, Vigilante is like Guy Gardner to me. I do not use him. He is a good damage dealer. I don't know. I don't have anything against him per se. It's just he hasn't found a slot in my roster, and I don't even have the extra frags of his. And then Peacemaker, I have rank. Yeah, I only have rank 8, but I do have 35 of his frags. So if I pulled him once from league recruitment next season, that would be I would only need like 5 frags to take him rank 9. Or I usually and that would be after saving league recruitment for a little bit. But here's the thing on that. I would base it on the fact that I think I wouldn't get him just from a regular pool. I would get him from a guarantee. And this guarantee is far, far, far away. I won't get this guarantee for another like 3-4 months. You know what I mean? So the whole DCU Elites being $50 sucks. They'll have Guy, but not the other guy. He's impossible. I said something like it's in game currency, but my bad. I keep interrupting. No, no, no worries, no worries. That's the point of the chat. They keep it. I can't lie. I spent too much. I've spent too much money on this game too. That's why I went ahead and did the play credits because I was like, I bought a bunch of comic books on the Google Play store, bookstore, whatever they want to call it, and I had those credits, and I was like, let me cash those in, and then I was really literally about to buy that little packet for the reinforcement, and then I stopped, and I was like, why am I more hesitant to spend my Google Play credits than real money? And I think it's because I have so few. I think it's just I only have 9 of them. So I'm like, do I want to do it? And this is probably a smarter idea. Maybe the money that I spend on this game outside of like security or whatever, I should spend on comic books and then only use those Google Play credits on the game. And that would probably make me a lot more conservative. A lot more. Because if I only got like 15 Google Play credits for the month, then I'm going to be picky as hell about what I'm getting. Anyway, because that it turned, I was really about to like buy. I was like, let me stop. I spent some money. Okay, let me stop. I'll use my Google Play credits, and then I'll just spend $1. And now I'm like, what status are you in platinum? What? What status am I? Oh, you mean in Google Play? Yeah, platinum. So I don't know. I don't know if I should get that reinforcement pack for $10. Let's just be real. I mean, it's gonna be $1 because I have 9 Google Play credits, and then I don't know if I should pull this here. And I'm thinking about shooting for Guy Gardner, right? I don't think I'm gonna get Guy Gardner. But here's the other thing. That was the other thing. That was the other thing I was thinking of. Because I'm not gonna get Guy Gardner. I don't think so, or I'm not sure. And so then, the other part about this, sneaky, 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 is that in this pool, there's Mara. Then also Dr. Phosphorus. Like Dr. Phosphorus, I'm trying to get him up. I think I'm trying to get him up to rank 8. I could take him up to rank 9. As many Mara frags as possible to run her next to. Like these are really good characters in here. So if I get one of these epics, I'm not going to feel too bad about it. And I'm pretty sure they're going to move Dr. Fate, Mara, and Pandora out when they put the 11th Street kids in. I think. I don't know if they're going to just increase this pool and make them harder to get, which is all it does when you put more characters in it. It's just make the pool, it's less likely that you're going to get specific to them because there's just more in there. So should I pull this now and then hope I get either Mara, Guy Gardner, Dr. Phosphorus? But like I want 4 of the 6 characters, and I wouldn't be mad at getting more Mr. Terrific or Weasel. Even though Weasel, I like him, I don't think he's really that good. I'll be honest, I don't think it's worth it. The reinforcements you have now are efficient enough, if you ask me. That's the other part I was thinking too. Is that I like it. I like the silence on 4 turns, but if the silence on 4 turns coming after the ultimate is like, can't we do that before the ultimate? Then that way they can't use their ultimate for 4 turns and just do it on the character with the highest attack. Something like that. How good is Mara and Aquaman when they are next to each other? Or did you make a video? I did put them in a video together, but she got very little shine. But that was because she had just gone rank 8 on my account. And I think, might be a me problem, I think that where I am, I need her to be rank 9 for her to be like useful. She was doing her thing. But it's also the fact that they have to be absolutely next to each other. So if he's in front, then she has to be next to him and then run him as a tank, or they could be together in the back, but that does take up like 2 slots. Maybe I'll try to play with her a little bit more today. The more I talk about it, the more I know I'm going to get a bunch of elites. I know. And they have rare down here, but even here it says you don't get any rare. So I don't know what this is all about, but whatever. Anyway, copy paste. Somebody didn't check the code. So I'm okay with pulling any of these legendaries, which won't happen. I'm okay with pulling any of these epics. The next season, I guess, let's say Mara and Pandora fall off and Vigilante and Judo Master come in. Would I rather have Vigilante and Judo Master shards or Pandora and Mara? I would rather have Judo Master overall, but I would rather have Mara and Pandora and then Vigilante. So I guess that answers the question of like these two. And then, okay. So I will pull this now. Everybody's fingers crossed. I'm going to get a bunch of elites. And then I'm going to try to stack these more than anything. Because honestly, they're very easy to ignore. Just got out of work. I missed account reviews already. Not yet. Not yet. See, they said I don't have any chance at rares. But then here's a bunch of rares showing up. Isn't that what it said in the thing? Anybody want to clip this and send this to the developers? Like, this is me doing that. Okay, cool. I go to League Recruitment. I go to the pool thing. They tell me I only have a chance in elites and up. That feels like an error, right? 90%, 6% chance of getting elites, and I got 6 rare. It hasn't helped me advance in my career path. I'm stuck at like 41. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're taking the spots for the tanks. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to put them in the back account reviews. Yeah, so I'm offering this to Aries. He sent me his accounts, his roster. So I'm going to give roster advice. I started, and this is the thing I was talking about with YouTube. I started the submission for membership. So people who are going to be members can get like account reviews and have me like say on a stream, and then it'll become a video what I think they should do with their account. Not that I'm like the authority end all be all, but yeah, I'm going to do that probably sometime. I'm maybe going to play with Mara a little bit, maybe do a little bit of conversions because I do need some titanium to take up someone to level 300. So let's go here. We'll do this first. And then I will go over the roster for Aries. Do my... Flip, you've been playing as long as me. We've been playing the same amount of time. We probably got the same roster. Oh, Lord. Oh, is this what I was running? I'm at like 16 million overall. I think I'm at 12. No. 12 million is my Elite Arena team. I'd have to check and see what my overall thing is. Alright, so let's run this. I think. I'm tempted to... I mean, what is DCU here for, really? This is me getting a little bit Jon Stewart obsessed. I'll be 100% frank with you. Because I wanted so bad to have... Nightwing and Ocean Master, but I kind of have both in one when I do this. You have everyone but the Bride. I have the Bride. She's awesome. She's an anti-hero here too. So I might even be able to run the Bride here, right? We're about to experiment with this a little bit. Because I love running. I don't know. Have I put out the video yet? I love running the Bride, Aquaman, and Constantine together. And then put whatever damage dealers you want next to them. That's fun. Did I put out that video? I don't know if I put out that video. It was a fun video, though. I have to check. I'm pretty sure I did, though. Where you going, buddy? Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's see. Well, I still have the same roster as you. Yeah. I wish I would pull Dr. Fate. I want Dr. Fate. Jon Stewart is just a beat. Look at that. Look at it. Oh. And I have, and this is the problem. The only problem I have with Jon Stewart right now is that I need to put HP percent pieces on him to help him survive as a tank. And I don't have to do that for Nightwing and Ocean Master because Nightwing I'll put the HP percent and a block percent, and then Ocean Master I can just load up with attack, so his counters are stronger, clearly. With Jon Stewart, he is the tank and the counter. So I need him to survive in order to counterattack, but I want to have more attacks so his counterattacks hurt. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of stuck in this middle. I guess I haven't built well enough though, because I'm very happy with him. I'm very, very happy with John Stewart. Oh, why is this going so slow? What are you doing? Okay. And there was actually, yeah, it was during that video too. What video? Oh, it's the bride video. I did a bride guide. Haha. I'm still laughing at that joke. Yesterday, day before, I think. And that's where I was showing off the Aquaman Bride Constantine combo. And then I figured out one of the things that is just, I was so dense and so stupid, I can't believe I didn't notice it, which was basically on her ultimate, she sends everybody to do their basic. Did I just say basically on her ultimate, she sends everybody to do their basic? I did just say that. Anyway, she sends everybody to do their basic. Now, hard hit is what she gives when she loses HP or when it's sacrificed. So when she gives hard hit increases damage by like 50%, whatever it says. But in fact, I can even show it here. Let me stop and restart. I want to give us preset teams, please. You gave us some dates, so keep giving more dates on stuff that's coming up. That's a plus. And then preset teams. Okay. Let us save our squads. That's what I mean. Not preset like you made them. Like, let us. All I need is like 5. Honestly, I need like 40. But I'll take 5. Anyway, so I can show it here. As a matter of fact, Shank, thank you. Because you put Mara in my head. It was Shank who asked, right? Yeah. You've only been auditing your gear? Shank. What are we? I put out 3 videos on gearing. Shank. Mr. Tank. What is we doing? Okay, so basically, put in the bride. Put in Aquaman. Am I gonna leave it? No, I'm gonna put him in the back with Mara and Constantine. Hopefully Mara does good damage. And then the other one that's supposed to be here is anybody. So the reason why I'm doing it this way, and this is probably just not a fun thing for people who don't have bride, but the bride on her passive, is it? Yeah, here. Whenever the bride is damaged by an ally or has her HP sacrificed, she heals herself for 25% of the amount, now 50%, and she and her back row allies gain 1 stack of hard hit. So she's going to give everybody in the back row hard hit. Why? Because Constantine, for those of you who don't know, and I put this in the video, but I'm just showing it in case of the people who are watching the stream but don't watch video. At the start of an ally's turn, they sacrifice 15% of their HP, get 1 stack of strong attack, and then recuperate. So at the start of her turn and anybody else's turn, at the start of her turn, she's going to have her HP sacrifice. So she's going to give herself and everybody else hard hit, but then she's also going to gain strong attack from that. The other allies are going to gain strong attack from that. She's going to get recuperate for 2 turns, so that means she's going to heal herself as well. So now she has hard hit, strong attack. All the other members of the team, because as they take the turns, they're going to get strong attack and hard hit. And then because I have them leveled up here, it's going to be 2 stacks of strong attack that she gets and everybody else gets once they get their turns. And the hard hit, because her HP is being sacrificed. She's going to get shelter because of what he has down here. So, it sounds like she's going to be hitting hard. That's true. And then she'll go off with the basic, and then everybody with all the hard hit or strong attack is going to go. Why is Aquaman important here? Well, glad you asked. To the people who did not ask. Because of Merciful Sea, bet. Sacrifice HP healed increases to 75%. So, whenever an ally's health is sacrificed, they immediately heal by 75%. So, he's going to heal 75% of her HP. She's going to heal 50% of her own HP. So she takes damage from Constantine and actually gains health. It's so stupid to say that. On top of the recuperate and everything else. That's so dumb to say out loud. He's hitting her. She's going Incredible Hulk is what she's doing. So then that leaves me, what I did last time was like I had Aquaman up here, Bride, and then Constantine, and then I just put like Batman and Wonder Woman on either side so that they would get hard hit and strong attack and be like, hey, enjoy this L. Now I'm going to put Mara next to him because of the interaction with the Zeebo armor that he will get. So then that leaves this one slot here. Excuse me. Thank you, bot, for banning reactionary driver in New Zealand. V. Okay. So who goes in that fifth slot? And you watch them. You watch the gearing videos. I have Constantine to 10. That boy's a beast. Yeah, he's okay. What do I have him at? 9? I think I have enough to take him 10. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I have him at 9 right now. I'm going to have to take him 10. Oh, God. See, I grew up, when I was a kid, even now I loved vegetables. I still love vegetables. Now I understand how people feel when they're like, it's good for you to eat your vegetables, and they don't like vegetables. That's how I feel right now. I do not want to help him. Part of me wants to put in DCU because him being in the front row as a damage dealer is gonna be that invulnerability that he gets additionally. That's gonna help him survive. I know Aquaman is partially there for that as well, so I could put somebody like Wonder Woman up there who's gonna take less crit damage. However, the hard hit that goes to back row allies, not to all allies from the Bride. So it feels as though that would even be a waste. So then should I put in OG Superman or should I put in someone like Peacemaker? Peacemaker puts out Armor Break. OG Superman puts out Burn. Let's do Armor Break for now. He has a screwdriver helmet, so that'll help him with survivability. The problem is 40-50%. Let's just do that. Ooh, fudge. Mara. If I put Jon Stewart in the back and replace Mara with Jon Stewart will be getting hard hit and strong attack and will be countering with that. I'm going to run this like this now, and I'm going to think on that. Oh, because of this too, I feel like I have to make the Bride go first. Damn it, Mara. Why does it have to be next to him? Why can't she be like behind him? That would be, if I could put Aquaman here, like they'd still be together. I can't. She has to be next to him. So needy. Okay. Like, just let him sit across from you at the booth. He's looking at you. You gotta be next to him. Can't even sit next to you because my arm is gonna be bumping into you the whole time. Let me sit across the. We talking together. It's only two of us. You gotta be next to me, so now I can't use my arm. I'm not left-handed. Okay. Here we go. Clingy much? Okay. It would be nice if it worked as long as they were. Yeah, I'm literally ranting about what you're saying right now. Sorry, I didn't notice the comment. Damn it, Mara. I'm just trying to have these hash browns at Waffle House, okay? And you just all in my space, like. But then you got to sit that way because you right-handed, so I can't. Just sit across. We talking to each other. We can play footsie out of the table. You can still hold me with my feet. Just be over there. Yeah, I know I told you I think feet are gross, but that's not the point right now. I'm trying to eat. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We're going to have to make it work, right? Jon Stewart's still a beast. And the other part about it, too, is that her Zeebo armor is like kind of designed for his survival. So it's almost as though it should be those two in the front. And this is how I'm seeing it. It's kind of the same thing with Weasel and how he falls apart. See? Dadgummit. Oh, well, I mean, Bra's coming back. Like, yo, I'm not done yet. Who told y'all I'm done? Okay, so, well, you would think, I would hope the bride could revive people. So let's take Mara out. Put Jon Stewart in the back. Aquatine. I've been, okay, I have to admit, I've been trying not to say Aquatine as in Aquatine Hunger Force every time I say Aquaman's name for a very long time. It has been so hard not to say Aquatine instead of Aquaman. Let's be real, I like Aquatine more than I like Aquaman. Me and my friend had a running joke when Meatwad got swallowed by a snake and got drunk because what's his name? Fry? Not Frylock. The milkshake, whatever his name was. Like decided to get the snake drunk in order to try to get him to throw up Meatwad. And then it just ended up Meatwad getting drunk. And we would just say, you can't decide that I'm drunk. That is not a decision that can be made by you. That is a decision between me and God. We would say that every time we go out to drink. We would say that, like, you're drunk. You just can't decide that I'm drunk. That decision is between me and God. I haven't thought about that in 20 years, and it's still vivid in my brain. I need to go watch that specific episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That was so funny. God, that was so funny. We died. I bought those DVDs. Oh, my God. With no money. Bought those DVDs. Man, we were dying laughing. God. Anyway, sorry. Flashbacks to Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Damn, that was a good show. Okay, so put in Kid Flash, I guess, for the heals, and then and then even on his whatchamacallit, synergy at the start of every ally's turn, they heal by 5%, and then you cleanse silence. This squad feels like it could be lethal. Okay, so then the bride, hard hit back here. Constantine, yeah, does get extra damage. Jon Stewart will counter with strong attack. I think I'm going to bring back You Just Can't Decide That I'm Drunk. That's a decision between me and God. I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, so... Okay. Alright. Damn, they hit hard right now. And I know Damien's going to come through and try to crush the building. I should have put Jon Stewart in position of where Kid Flash is. So now he's countering with the strong attack. And is he getting hard hit? Okay. But yeah, basically this was it. This was the thing that I came up with as if I'm something special, but like the thing that I thought of where it basically gives him a bunch of strong attack, a bunch of hard hit. Bride goes first. She lets everybody wild out. We're getting heals. Every time she gets a turn, she's actually getting more heals than damage. Friggin' Firestorm. It would be nice to be able to put Weaken out there on him. Yeah. Bride is a beast. Bride is an absolute beast. Okay. This might be where my limit is. Yeah, I don't like Weasel like I in Ringside. I like him. It's just that I need to... I don't have space for him. I guess is the best way to put it. Damn. And use 2 defensive type reinforcement, it looks like. Actually, you know what? Because I'm not really looking to stun anyway, I could slot in the... Jon Stewart might just do it by himself. He is such a beast. He is such a beast. Let's see. Restart. What are we looking at? What it look like? Should the bride's thing go last? So we can get more heals out there. Jon Stewart can get his thing up first. His shields up. Hold up, pause. Alright, let's do that. Matter of fact, we'll deploy it here. No, because Aquaman took a solid shot after the fact. Let's see. If the enforcement is either too early or not in time. Everybody's going to get a turn. Well, not everybody. A good portion of people are going to get a turn before Constantine goes. But that hard hit doesn't affect his ultimate anyway. So we'll just let that ride like this for now. Okay, there we go. And let's see if the lantern makes a difference. It feels like the reinforcements are, I won't say a detriment, but they're better for you if you're running the game in a manual instead of auto like I like to do. Because then I could decide, yeah, now I want to use the lantern to heal up my tanks. My front row tanks. But Aquaman will hold us down for a little bit. Now we get healed. Okay, that's cool. And then there's still a cooldown on the mirror. Okay. And I still should have moved Jon Stewart over so that way he would have taken the shot from Damien instead of Kid Flash. The mirror coming up would be nice, but that's already gone. Uh-oh. I never realized how good he really was. Yeah, no, this is after Brother Eye. So I have 2 videos coming out on Jon Stewart. One today. I might release them both today. It depends on what I get done today. I'll do the roster advice video coming up soon. And then I was going to do a guide on Weasel. I'm kind of glad that I waited on the guide because I was really, really happy about him. But then yesterday, I ran into a thing, especially in the Elite Arena, where I was just trying to build teams. And I was like, well, I could put him here because this is a good ability. It's a good ability, but it's just not as good as the others. It's just, you know, not really a place for it. Especially since he doesn't work with Bride in the way that I want him to. So, it's actually better for me to use him with Constantine. That was the other thing I figured out about the Bride, I think, is that I think she's actually better outside of her Creature Commandos team. If I do like this, for example, like Constantine and Aquaman run with her better than Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus. Now, to be fair, one of those is a legendary in Aquaman, and he is the second best or best, depending on who you talk to, character in the game right now. But, I mean, facts is facts. Hey, Jon Stewart, I'm going to need you to go ahead and melt Damien's face. I'm going to need you to go ahead and melt Kid Flash's face, because they don't need those heals. They don't need it. Come on. Ooh, 1. Come on, get Kid Flash. Get up 2. He's not going to make it, but still, it's cool, right? For the moment. It was fun for the moment. That was fun for the moment. You're on Twitch, too. It's that who you're talking to. Yeah, I'm on Twitch as well, but it's just whoever's in the thing. Damn. Okay, so. Back. Let's do the roster advice real quick. I haven't looked at his roster yet. I'm trying to do it. I don't know if it's better to do. I was trying to do it like off the dome, albeit maybe it would be better if I researched it first, but we'll see. Don't want to be too convoluted. Where did I save those things up? That might be the thing I need to figure out. Oops. Let's see. We'll search IMG. So, and how about we search my entire computer and not just the downloads folder? How about that? Genuinely don't remember where I put that daggone thing. What was I put in my DC Dubsy folder? We'll figure it out in a sec. Let's do this. Oh, I was gonna say, don't we have more villains? We don't have them yet. They're coming with the poison season. But I can't replace you with Bane now. Also, Bane is nuts good because of the whole heals thing, and because Ocean Master gives you heals for every time someone blocks something. Did I just take him out? Okay, just stay in. Oh, Pandora also gives heals. We may have to put Pandora in here over. I want to put her in here over Bloodsport, but then who's going to run up in the front? Fudge. All right, let's run this for right now. While I try to find the whatchamahoots. No, not there. All right, it's not there. It's not a beginner's guide. Oh, that's also, so now I'm officially quote unquote on vacation, even though I told my bosses, don't worry about it, send me messages. So I know I'm going to get messages next week. I'm going to go ahead and redo the beginner's guide since I'll have like the full week. So I'll probably, well, full 2 weeks. So what's up, Hammer? How you doing? Hey, Angry, how's it going? You keep autocorrecting to Angry. Hey, everyone, I hope you're all enjoying your Friday night. Yeah, me too, even though it's Saturday morning for me. Which that, well, we'll talk about that at a time. Deleted it. Sorry. I'm going through the folders trying to find stuff, and I'm figuring out that there's, like with DC Legends, there's like a little history of DC Worlds Collide that's slowly building in my folders, even more so than DC Legends because of the way that I'm like approaching DC Worlds Collide. And it's fun. It's nice to see. I don't know. Hasn't even been that long, and I'm giggling about like, oh, I remember when that happened. Yeah, of course you remember when it happened. It was 6 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Anyway, I cannot find the Discord folder that has the downloaded screenshots of Aries' account. You know what I could do? Seeing as how I named the folder after him, I could just look for it instead of being a lunatic trying to find it like this. Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know if I fully explained that. So, because everyone, like, my rank 10 Ocean Master, who I don't think I have the team synergy on for right now, every time an ally gets blocked or blocks, not only does he do the whole counter thing, but now he also heals all allies by 1%. That 1% is not a lot, but it's exactly what I need in order to get this stat counter up for Bane. The more I do that, the more likely he is to stun the enemy. So that's why that works. I like Switch better when you can get subs. I can give you free Prime 1 if they still do that. I don't even know what that is. I will say this. I did this whole Twitch dual streaming thing late to the show. What's up, XP? I did this whole Twitch dual streaming thing. But if I'm completely honest, I focus on YouTube and I have not like looked at Twitch since I was able to get it up and realize that the stream was working. I don't even know how many followers do I have on Twitch? I have no idea. Last time I checked, I think it was like 10, maybe 30. I don't know. It's not a lot. I know it's not a lot. Oh yeah, so you see how Flash was doing all those hits? Ocean Master was healing. Oh, where's my mouse? Ocean Master was healing, which gave increased stacks right here to Bane. Bane is going to have increased chance to stun now. He stunned 3 of them. 48. What's up? 48. I don't know. Is that... I can't think of a jersey with 48. I can't think of a jersey with 48. Who's a famous 48? Someone right now is watching this video and screaming multiple like Hall of Famer names, and I'm just like, I don't know. Anyway, so I should look into actually. Well, since I do have vacay, I can. The plan was I'm going to start writing the 3rd volume of one of my books, but I can also look into like improving the stream, improving the content, finally getting the Saturday morning and Sunday morning cartoons up. I've downloaded a lot of them. So it's time to actually follow through on that and start doing Saturday morning, Sunday morning cartoons. Get that all prepared. So yeah, I can do all the fun stuff for the next couple weeks. Okay, so that's done there. Still haven't found Aries folder yet, and my computer's like it's working on it. I don't know what you're working on, bro. What? What? All right, so we'll just do this. Users. I legit. Am I gonna have to literally open up Discord in order to find my Discord folder? This is. If stuff starts to skip, guys, sorry. Not many, actually. I can only think of Moose from the NFL. Moose. Not to be mean, how many football players have been named Moose? Because I can't Moose Johnson. I can't think of any kind of specific guy named Moose. I know it as a name. Oh, the Stacks of Fear are up on Sinestro too. Should I put Sinestro in front of Deathstroke? He does do more damage and he is higher ranked. Well, we'll worry about that when we get to it. So let me check the Discord real quick. Check my Discord where they sent it. Players helping players. And then where have I put downloads? Save as under Discord under. It really was in my DC Roast Collide folder. I am dumb. Alright, here we go. So on to the next one. Nope, that's not right. I'm still, bruh, it's clear. I mean, I thought I got enough sleep last night. Apparently, I did not, because it ain't working for your boy over here. Resources. There we go. Images, Discord, areas. All right. Bruh, it's for real? All right. What's up, Jesse? Daryl Johnson played for Dallas. Pretty sure 2 or 3 Super Bowls under what you mean? What's his face? No, Daryl Johnson was under Jimmy Johnson, right? And that was Moose Johnson. So yeah, I had it. I had it. Ish. I don't have to feel so bad about myself. I almost had it. Oh boy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this up and running so we can do this roster advice for Aries. What am I gonna replace? Let's replace this one. I have what's it called? Skate Town? Skate by Jid stuck in my head right now. Love that song. Not exactly the time to have that stuck in my head right now. Because the part of the song that's stuck in my head right now, like that's not exactly what you want to hear on the stream at the moment. All right, here we go. Let's put this up here. We're still killing it in Convergence right now. We do need more villains, but I am happy with Bane handling Biz Not As. And then when I do this, yo, really? Stick to it, bro. And then the next one. Really? Okay, so the ever loquacious on Bradford can go over this kid. Bet. I don't know why my camera isn't showing up. There it is. All right. Okay. All right, so I kind of don't want to. You ever go through like something like Convergence or System Recovery and you get on a roll and win like 2 or 3 matches, and then suddenly you don't want to stop it because you feel superstitious, like you're on a roll and they're really winning, so you don't want to break it up? Right now, I'm going to finally finish chapter 11 of Keystone. That took forever. Thank you, Bane. Lord, I don't even know how much he really did there, but I'm so happy to be done with that. And on to chapter 12. All right. Let me see. I don't even have the comments up right now. Yep, Jimmy Johnson. That's right. Because he was Moose Johnson. Wasn't he an offensive lineman? I thought. LOL, I'm about to use your strategy while I watch need these free frags, I'm telling you. But this thing is like this is like, it's not even that much. It comes around once a week, fine, and we get 7 rare and 4 elite frags? Not like characters, frags. I think this needs to be updated. This part, the titanium, though I would want more, it's not unreal. It's a little bit, it could be a lot. Fullback. I was close. Damn it. He was blocking for Emmitt Smith. That was what was in my head. That was what was in my head. Why am I so upset about losing this trivia? There was no money behind this. Anyway. But yeah, 8, 4. Found here, 120. Great. But you know how hard it is to get this 120? What you're making us go through to get this 120 and this 60? Boom. Boom, boom, boom. This is what you do. This is what you do. Anyway, so, all right, so I'm going to try to record a roster advice video. Now, we'll move this over. Let me see. All right, fullback. Damn, I was close. I was thinking of blocking for Emmitt Smith. I was close. Damn it. All right. I mean, let's be fair. I was like 8 when they hit their prime, when they were doing all that. And you know what was worse? What was worse? I don't know what it was. I remember being in 2nd grade when this was going on. And I was, for some reason, a fan of the Buffalo Bills. I grew up in Auburn, Alabama. And for some reason, I like the Buffalo Bills. I guess I like the color of the uniforms. And God, it made me hate the Cowboys. I did not like the Cowboys. And hate is a strong word. I hated Alabama because I grew up in Auburn, like I said. But I strongly disliked the Cowboys. And it felt like the Cowboys were always beating some team that I liked in the Super Bowl. Because I had, like I said, Auburn, Alabama, college football. We don't really care about pro sports, like pro football like that. We'll watch it. We love it. We watch football because football. But like, at least where I'm from and the folks I was, like my family and stuff, we cared about college. We watched NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, we watched NBA. But college football was what would get my family into fights. You know what I mean? Fights. So, like, my uncle right now is still a lunatic Auburn Tigers fan. Like, a lunatic fan. Anyway, it's just smiles or whatever. Every time that there was a team I liked in the Super Bowl from, like, my youth, they would get in the Super Bowl and Dallas would beat them, and I would just want to throw a rock at them. Also, I'm in Baltimore, so and this is the thing too, and I have to apologize, I think, because like I said, I'd never had an NFL team. I just had teams that I liked. Like, I liked watching the Packers before I found out that Brett Favre is a monster and Aaron Rodgers is annoying as hell. I liked, who else was I thinking? I liked the Ravens because I liked Ray Lewis. I liked Ed Reed. I liked Haloti Ngata. I liked, until 2 of them ended up being accused of domestic violence. Jackasses. Anyway, or not accused, found to have done. Accused is the wrong phrase there. Yeah, I liked the Ravens. They were a team that, if I saw them on the screen versus another team, they were the one. I had like 4 or 5 that I'd be like, that's the one I'll cheer for. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it was. I'm not like die hard. I wasn't buying equipment. Last year, I was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and pick a team. Let me just have an NFL team that I can root for, that I can go for. It's fine. And then I was like, you know what? I've been rooting for the Ravens anyway. I love the color. Black is like my favorite color, even though I know it's the absence of color. However, you only think about it in terms of light. If you think about it in terms of paint, it's the collection of all colors. So whatever, bro. But there was that. Plus, I like the purple. Like I like their uniforms. I like the Raven quote, "The Raven Nevermore." I was big into Edgar Allan Poe when I was a kid. Can you tell I was a bit dramatic? So I was like, you know what, Ravens fit. Let me be a Ravens fan. Ever since then, they've been trash. Ever since then, the thing that the Ravens are known for right now, defense, they could not stop me, a 41-year-old man with bad knees who was never fast. Like, I feel like I could go ahead and run for like 60 yards. Give me the Colts offensive line, and I could run. I could get you 60. I could get you 60. I'm a hurt tomorrow, but like ever since then the defense sucks. Now Lamar Jackson is out. Like, oh. Anyway, when you brought up Baltimore and them being stolen from you in the middle of the night by Ursay, how does that? Because they did the same. Like the Browns were like the Ravens were the Browns were taken from Cleveland, right, to go into Baltimore. And was that to fix the original sin of Baltimore losing the Colts, but then they robbed the Browns? And so then they get Ozzie Newsome and the great GM, and then like what? 4 years later they win a Super Bowl? Do you know how heated I would be? If somehow, some way, I don't even like Auburn anymore like that. You know what I mean? I don't live there. I haven't lived there in 20-some years. Do you know how heated I would be if they took Auburn Tigers from Auburn and put them in friggin' Seattle, and then 4 years later they won a national championship? I'd find that dude. I would find that dude. You moved my team. You are not safe in these streets. I swear I will move to Seattle and wait to see you win a Starbucks. Like, I gotta find you. Okay, let's do this roster advice. Y'all got me bent in the spot right now. Okay. Yeah, man, we love our Ravens, but they're slacking. I don't know if slacking isn't the word I would use. They're lacking, I would say. I don't know if slacking is the term. Like I don't want to talk about coaches and stuff like that, but I don't feel like John Harbaugh has ever been like an amazing coach. I think he's a really good coach, but I'm not putting him like John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. And I love Mike Tomlin. I love Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh are really, really, really good coaches, but I would never put them in like the level of an Andy Reid, if that makes sense. So like, it's hard for me to be like, John Harbaugh squeezed all the juice out of that orange that is his career. And I think it's the same for Mike Tomlin. And I don't think it would be a bad idea if they like went to like John Harbaugh should have a job for sure. So should Mike Tomlin. You've been in that place for 20 years, each of you. Like, I don't know. I hate to say that because Tomlin is the Steelers and I like it, and Harbaugh is the Ravens. I like it, but like, you know, everything has its end. Every era has to come to an end, right? Andy Reid couldn't get his Super Bowls until he left Philly. And Philly got their Super Bowl, Andy Reid got his. They're both living their best life. It's one of those, somebody was talking about how like there was a couple and they were married and they were really trying to make it work, and then they finally got divorced, and then she ends up becoming like the CEO of a company and he ends up becoming like some like they both ended up really, 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 really well without each other, to where they can't even be bitter at each other for the other succeeding because of their own success. And it was like, no, they were just much better apart. I feel like that's how Philly and Andy Reid were, where it was like, Andy Reid, but he's amazing. And then he leaves and they were like, he got a Super Bowl. He should. And then they got one, they were like, well, when Andy Reid comes back, we'll clap up for him. We'll give him a Philly cheesesteak. We appreciate your time here. We got our Super Bowl. We ain't hurting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's time. What's up, Lionel? Yeah, lacking would fit better. A lot of people here think John has to go though, and got that cannon. Yeah. Oh, congratulations! I wish I could. I've decided not to pay for it. I didn't get the cannon, and I decided not to get the offer. Here's the thing, and I know what you mean. I know how you say it, like gots to go, because people say the same thing about Tomlin. Gots to go. I don't mean like kick him out, and I know there's not much of a difference in what I'm saying, But it's like, I don't mean that like disrespectfully, y'all gotta go. It's like, it's the difference between like a messy divorce and just like, yeah, no, you know what? We just don't work together anymore. Like I have a friend, she got divorced from her husband and they are still friends. It's just like, we're not good together. Not even that I hate you. It's just like, I want you to be better, and you being better is going to be without me. And I want to be better, and that's going to be better without you. No hate though. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be like a John Harbaugh got fired. It shouldn't be Mike Tomlin got fired. It should never be that. It should be like, no, we agreed. We've reached the end of this road. Let's just separate, and it'll be fine. You go live your best life. I wish you all the best. I appreciate it. Love you. You love me. We get it. When I come back with my new team, give a little video montage for 5 minutes. I'ma cry. Audience is gonna the whole stadium is gonna, because you got to stand up and clap for both of them, and then boo the hell out of me when my team beats yours. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be something like that, where it's like they are legends for those cities, and so they should be treated with respect when they leave, not like booted. Now he's a special team coach. We always had banging kicker. Special teams has been on point, dog. It's everything else. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Lamar Jackson saved his job last time, because when Flacco was out there wilding, they were going to get rid of John Harbaugh then. Anyway, let me stop. This is why I said I was going to start a sports talk stream, but I'm not. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get to this roster advice that I said I was going to do like 15 minutes ago. Did I already transition it over? Nah, let's see. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then let's find something. Ooh, I might be able to level them up now. Let's wait. I need to be patient. What can I find here to start it off with? Okay. We'll start off like this. So we'll start recording. I still want the Canon. Damn it, Lionel. But Shank was right. It's not worth it for me to spend money on it. Damn. Okay. Anyway, start recording. Coming in 3, 2. So I had let's say a subscriber, a viewer, ask me for some roster advice. I'm not doing this for everybody, so don't. I'm trying to work out a way with YouTube to do the membership thing where I do like roster advice for stuff, but don't everybody send me this. Doing this for the homie who sent it to me, asked me during stream, so I'm doing it. Roster advice. Why do you see John Stewart there? Because the best roster advice I can give to you at the moment, especially if you're free to play, you don't have a lot of legendaries, you're not trying to pull a lot of legendaries, is hurry up and get him. He's amazing. Let's get to the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and transition this over. All right. And then we can go to minimize you and pull you back up. All right. So coming in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Roast Live video. In this video, I'm doing roster advice for Aries. Shout out to the homie watching on stream or on this YouTube video. Basically, what I'm going to do is go through his roster and try to figure out what characters he should probably invest in and what characters he should not, or try to avoid. So forgive, I'm going to have to look back and forth on this just to be on the safe side. All right, so given that I do not know exactly where you are, I'm going to give this advice to you, or I'm going to give you First, my advice is not the end all be all. Some stuff I'm going to say, and there are going to be people who disagree. If you disagree, there's no problem with disagreeing, as long as it's respectful. Comment section. So for those of you who, whenever I do these roster advice videos, and for the ones who I do for in the future, the best part about this roster advice video is that's going to be the people in the comment section who are also giving their opinion. And I'm not saying they're right or wrong over me. I'm saying take the collection of the knowledge and then go forward, right? First of all, how do you get a rank 10 Aquaman? I need this advice from you. I want that. Anyway, so first things first, right now in Level Link, I think you have it set up right. So basically you have rank 10, rank 10, rank 10, rank 9, rank 8. in your level link. Someone asked me this in the comment section before, if they should have their legendaries or epics. It has nothing to do with that. You need to have the characters with the higher ranks in outside of your level link as the top 5, because then they're going to be limited by the level link characters are going to be limited by the lowest level character. So right now is a perfect illustration of this is rank 8. He's at level 72. She's going to be at level 72, and so is everybody else. However, this rank 8 also means that they have a limit. I think it's like level 220. So that means that here he can only go up to a max of level 220, which means the rest of them can only go up to a max level of 220. So what you'll see on my roster is that I have a bunch of epics up here over legendaries because I have epics that are rank 10. So eventually what you may want to do, unless somehow, some way, you plan on getting Dr. Fate up to level rank 9, then rank 10, eventually it would be smart for you to start, I don't know, farming or just going for one of the epics to take up to rank 10 or rank 9, and then put them in the place of Dr. Fate until you can get Dr. Fate or Bride or Wonder Woman up to rank 9. So there's that first part of it, okay? Next part of it. And I don't know if you're using this, but if you are or are not, Dr. Fate is great to have at rank 8. Bride is amazing. I love her. Wonder Woman is the better character here, so I would recommend going to Elite Arena and using those credits to get more frags of Wonder Woman. She has 2 offers there where you can get 20 of her frags, and then you can use the Legendary Selector, since you already have her unlocked, and get another 20, I want to say. So you can get her up to rank rank 8 relatively fast, and then rank 9, rank 10. Next, I would, this is where it's going to be kind of, I don't know, controversial is the word for it. Let's not say controversial. The epics that I would focus on more so than Red Hood. Green Arrow is good. However, Wonder Woman's going to put him on the bench for a lot of stuff. And if you're at level 180 now, Wonder Woman's going to handle any of the AoE stuff that you need to do up until like when these levels are like 260. Then you're going to have to specialize a little bit more and then put some more investment in Green Arrow, put him in for those tacticals, put her in for the Agile and the Mighty. Nightwing and Ocean Master, Kid Flash, Mr. Terrific, Judo Master. Those are your next, those are going to be part of your priorities. In fact, one thing that might be better for me to say, and just kind of like green light, yellow light it. So we'll go green light, yellow light, red light. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Batman, massive green light, especially for the end game. You can kind of relax on him a little bit right now, but as you get higher up, he is going to be very, very important when dealing with like system recovery bosses. Because Wonder Woman, as great as she is an AoE damage dealer on her ultimate. He has single target attacks, so he's going to hone in and do more skills. Aquaman's not going to do much for you there. He should be built like a tank, meaning higher HP, block, stuff like that. That way he survives longer and can put more of those shields out there. Constantine is a monster, is a beast. Full disclosure, he is a very, very, very good damage dealer, okay? But it's also AoE. You're going to get more focused damage in on him. Actually, now that I'm looking at Constantine here, no, I would still say, because you can specialize him on Mighty. However, Wonder Woman still handles Mighty. She is a very good healer. Pandora is a very good healer, more in-game than mid-game. I would say that you would have done better or would do better to work on Kid Flash over Pandora. The sacrifice isn't necessary. Now when he's rank 10, he also, every ally, when they get a turn, get a 5% heal. You stack him with a bunch of attack. And I do have heal crit on him, that gear set. I haven't taken it off because it feels as though it's good, so I'm leaving it. I do have percentage attack on him as well. So he heals like crazy. Pandora's a very good healer. Kid Flash is better. Mara right now, I'm running into some issues with her, trying to run her with Aquaman because of that whole they have to be next to each other thing. She doesn't have the best survivability in the world, but I have her at rank 8, and I'm starting to believe that I need to just have rank 9 tunes. So I'm going to take that bit with a grain of salt. Zatanna and I have a complicated relationship. Before the first Brother Eye, right at global release, she was an absolute monster and would have been like the best support in the game right next to Kid Flash. Like they would have been 1A, 1B depending on your situation. Now, the way I've used her, she's kind of resurged in my on my teams because the frantic that she provides, especially when running her with Wonder Woman or Green Arrow, and hey, even with Constantine, those AoE damage dealers, she's giving them multiple frantics, which is increasing her crit attack. So she is a good support. One thing I am noting here, and maybe I'm being paranoid, you seem to focus very heavy on DPS characters. I would advise focusing more on support characters, just because when power creep comes around, the thing that usually in most games that disappears the fastest is damage. So as the characters get stronger and stronger and stronger, deeper HP pools, more defense, and the hitting from Wonder Woman is going to be less and less and less, right? However, healing for 60% is healing for 60%. Healing for 40% is healing for 40%. Whether that HP is 100,000 HP or 1 million HP, 40% is 40%. Giving 10% crit chance is giving 10% crit chance. Whether you're giving that to Wonder Woman, Constantine, or Green Arrow, you're giving 10% increased crit. Raven, and by the way, the best two badges in the game are two of the best badges in the game at level 30 or tier 3, Zatanna, Raven. Raven, when you revive, she carried me through a lot of the early game. Reviving a character is reviving a character. That's just how that goes. Straight up. You know what I mean? So like investment in Aquaman as a tank, they have the tank tag on him. I see him as more of a support character because he puts out so much, like he does so much good with his School of Fish, protecting, providing immunity to damage, cleansing debuffs, healing. Like he's a tank that acts like a support. So that. With Ocean Master, it's a little bit different because he's a debuffer, so he does put out a lot of debuffs. That percentage damage over time is good, and his counterattacks are good, but beware, I treat him more like a damage dealer. Phosphorus, you're fine to leave him alone, don't worry about him. I do love the Bride, but you'll see a video, maybe before this one, where the Bride is actually, I think, runs better outside of her Creature Commando team. So because she puts out the hard hit every time she gets damage, and yeah, this will definitely be the video that comes out before this one. You can put the Bride with Constantine and Aquaman. Basically, you only have her at rank 6 right now, but once you get up to like rank 8, I think is when it starts. Well, at the very beginning it does too. When she takes damage from an ally, she then gives herself and everybody in the back row hard hit, which gives you an increased 20% attack on your next non-ultimate attack, which is fantastic when she uses her ultimate attack and sends everyone on her, all of her allies at the enemy with their basic attacks. He does the sacrifice thing for all of his allies. She takes that damage, gives everybody a hard hit. He ensures that the sacrifice is even less than it would be, and because you have him at rank 10, or no, actually it's a rank 8 thing for her. The way I have them set up now, every time she takes damage from Constantine, she ends up with more health. She ends up healing herself higher than what she was previously. So just bear that in mind. All that being said, Dr. Phosphorus, I think Weasel, if you have Weasel, I do like him. I'm going to do a video on him soon. I'm finding I don't have a place for him anymore. Just how it works. Dr. Phosphorus, you can pause on. Mr. Terrific, Judo Master, along with Jon Stewart. Those are the 3 best epics in the game. It would be smart for you to put as many resources into these 2 as possible, especially Mr. Terrific. Given the poison season that's coming out, the reason why I'm hesitant is because I can't remember which character it is. I want to say it's Cheshire. It puts out unique poisons. And I saw the comment from whoever, I think it was Brad P, saying that her poisons behave like Dr. Phosphorus's burns, where they're unique to him, and that's true. You can't cleanse those. I don't think that Cheshire, that one character, is powerful enough to knock Mr. Terrific off of his throne, because she only has, you know what I mean? Like, she's got the poison, she's putting it on a character that can't be cleansed, but that is affecting that character. So that might mean that Mr. Terrific can't save that character, but might still be really, 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 really good. Am I going for the poison team? 100%. 1000%. I love that. We'll talk about that later on the stream after I'm done with this video. But yeah, Poison Team, 100% going for him. So I would definitely work on Mr. Terrific first. Judo Master might be third now when you put Jon Stewart in. And honestly, Mr. Terrific might get bumped too. Vigilante, I'm fine with you not doing anything with. He's a good damage dealer, but you have plenty of damage up there. Superboy, you're fine to leave him alone. Bloodsport, I love him for the block team. What's up, Runes? But he fell off very, very quickly. And it's very clear to me that Nightwing and Ocean Master are that duo that you want to work on to get your block team going for real. Two-Face, you're gonna have to work on. I don't like working on him. He's not a bad character. I just don't like being forced into it. However, given his team synergy and how much of a bonus you get for that in Evil Falls, which is a place where you can farm those resources to use to buy gear, you kind of have to put resources into him. Elites and rares, given your entire roster, can be completely ignored. Let's go back. Yeah, so anyone down here, we're going to ignore. Star Sapphire, I liked her a lot. She has an amazing stun attack that you can really direct very, very well. Plus, she had a little bit of a rework during the Brother Eye, the most recent one. However, from what I understand, her kit is bugged. So, I don't want to give advice on her yet. I'm going to work on her and develop her because I really like the fact that her heal received gives her more power. And now that lifesteal counts as heal, it will kind of ramp her up the same way it has done for me with Bane. However, until I play test her, I don't want to give you that advice. Penguin, avoid like the plague. Weasel, I think he's good, but he's definitely not necessary. You can definitely yell like the hell out of him. You don't have to worry about that. Red light on Penguin. Gorilla Grodd. If Swamp Thing coming out is a tank and you pull him, Grodd goes on the bench. He's not bad, but he's also not great. Poison Ivy gets a new lease on life, basically because the Poison Team is coming out. She does hit hard as hell. Again, you have enough damage, especially if she's tactical damage and you have Constantine up to rank 10. However, let's put her on like a tier 3 level of, you can work with her. Yellow light because of everything you already have, but not bad. Superboy is okay to ignore for now, unless you want to build a specific burn team. Let me double check. Did I do good? Did I do okay? Vixen, avoid. In fact, if you can, if you wanna, go ahead and, I was gonna say retrain, but the number of damage of the pay may not be worth it. So, if I'm telling you who to work on in terms of buckets of tiers, where to go, the first level is going to be, I didn't even see that you had Jon Stewart. Find Jon Stewart. If you get Jon Stewart, he's in this first bucket in terms of epics and actually legendaries too. Ones that I would recommend you work on: Bride, Wonder Woman, Judo Master, Mr. Terrific, Kid Flash, Jon Stewart. Not pictured. Tier 2, that next bucket you want to work on. And not in the order. I'm just doing it based on what I'm saying. Batman, Green Arrow, Nightwing, Ocean Master, Raven, Zatanna. Let me go back one more. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. And then your tier 3, final tier, like, take it or leave it. You ain't got to do this. Vigilante, Bane, and I do love Bane, but that's personal love. Red Hood, personal love sounds like a weird R&B album from a white dude in the 90s. That's about it. I'm not really recommending Superboy, Starfire, Bloodsport. Oh, and then, not a recommendation, but by default, you kind of gotta. For Owlman, you kind of gotta. I'm not necessarily saying anything. Yeah, you kind of gotta. Weasel, maybe, but I'm falling. The more I think about him, the more I'm falling off on him. Yeah, I think that's it. And then you gave me your elite roster here. Let me see. Can I? Is this up high enough? Make sure that's visible. Okay, so I've already said, but I would be tempted to remove Dr. Fate or even Mara and put in the bride here so we get that hard hit effect. Just be sure that you have that unlocked. I can't remember if that unlocks at rank 6, 7, or 8. But just double check those kits there. I would put that there because then you're putting hard hit and strong attack on Constantine and Dr. Fate, and then they get to wild out. You have Mr. Terrific here running with a bunch of characters that do not use his team synergy. I assume that you're trying to use Ocean Master's team synergy here for the attack, which means that the Nightwing is going to be blocking. However, I mean, I guess you can use him to cleanse stuff. I would rather put Ocean Master, Nightwing, than a Kid Flash in here for the heals because Nightwing is going to be taking a lot of damage. I guess that's part of what Mr. Terrific is for, but Kid Flash is better at it. Vixen you can ignore. Her doing damage is totally okay. If I've moved him up, Judo Master, Vigilante, I guess you don't have Peacemaker. I guess you're trying to run anti-heroes to get the Judo Master team synergy. I can feel it. No big deal. But then I would take Bride, move her up, put Mr. Terrific down here, so that way at least I think Dr. Phosphorus does special power damage, so you'll increase that damage by 50% so long as you don't have any tanks down there. You'll have Judo Master and Vigilante doing the damn thing because of the, also Red Hood is the anti-hero, doing the damn thing because of the team synergy from Judo Master. And then I just forgot who I said I was going to put there. I said Mr. Terrific, right? Oh yeah, and then Mr. Terrific is going to be in the front left with Red Hood in the front right. Red Hood makes a good pseudo tank because of his revive mechanic, so you can utilize that. I hope that got it. I hope that got it. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Aries. Thank you. I appreciate it. Be on the lookout for roster advice, like options for the memberships in YouTube. I'm just waiting to figure out if that's something I can do for real, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you don't like it. If subscribing and dislike, I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, that felt good-ish. I don't know, it feels like, I don't know. I guess that's good advice. I always worry about giving advice because I don't want to be wrong. What can I say? I'm a people pleaser. Let's get you out of the way. Why are you... Oh, is it because I have this minimized? That's just funny. I didn't know that that was a thing. Alright, so... Transition. Alright, so I did a bride guide. Now it's time for Weasel. Oh, okay. Actually, now might be time for coffee. Oh yeah, Batman is better there than Vigilante. That might not be a bad shout. John is so good against the Flash. He is, but that's the same thing I was saying about Nightwing and Ocean Master. You want to have a ball, put Nightwing, Ocean Master, John Stewart, and Zatanna, and then whoever the hell you want to be the 4th, the 5th, against a Flash team. Yay. That's fun, bro. Alright, so what was I about to say? And actually, I would have agreed with the Vigilante even more if it was Peacemaker. Like, so, because then that way Peacemaker would still be putting up that armor break that benefits Batman. Anyway. Okay. So, maybe I should make a coffee and then come back and do Weasel. I don't want to do Weasel now because I feel like I'm going to have to dump on him. And I do like him. But he's definitely not necessary. This crit block. Why do I have this block here on him? I guess because I have to run him up front. Okay. So guys, I'm going to make a coffee real quick and get some water because I feel like I'm down to thirst. And I'll be back. So let me go ahead and run in Elite Arena. Oh, that felt amazing. Okay, so Diamond, whoa. All right. Challenge, do I have like a team that's worthy of the challenge? That's definitely true. We'll put you up 1. I'll run my block team against your block team. We'll see who's standing later. And you're probably gonna slaughter me. But okay, I'll be back in a second. Yeah, that block team is fun though, right? Wait, does Bane have the highest attack? That's kind of crazy. Bane has the highest attack. That's why he keeps getting stunned by Nightwing. That's kind of crazy. I didn't realize that. And then John Stewart has Insight locked and loaded. Let's see how much damage he's about to do to somebody. I'm trying to mess up somebody's day. So then this team with John Stewart is going to beat that team with the supposedly better Blue Beetle for legendary, or for block teams. Let's see. Ocean Master taking some damage, but Kid Flash should come through. He should come through. Should. Hey, hurry up. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, boy, oh boy. Oh. So this is going well. It's taking a sweet ass time. And Bane just stays stunned thanks to Nightwing. Boo. Okay. Oh, there we go. Stun him. It would have been nice if Bane had actually stunned Nightwing so he wouldn't get stunned again. But he stunned 3 of the 4 of them, so I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay. That whole mechanic with Ocean Master granting heals to Bane based off of the blocks from Nightwing, I love that. That's another trio I should make. I haven't done a trio video in a while. Actually, I really haven't done a trio video in a while. Maybe I should do a trio video of Bane, Nightwing. But I bet the last trio, one of the last trio videos I did was of Nightwing, Ocean Master, and Bloodsport. Gotta do something more original than that, don't I? We'll wait for it later. That can be a week or 2 from now. Let's see how it goes. And Kid Flash keeps just barely saving Ocean Master on my side. But it is what it is. And with that, he just stays stunning people. It's so much fun. All right, now we're going to check. I didn't plan on doing this, but now I want to check to see how good the Bride team is. Hard hit and strong attack going out to everybody. Ooh, Wonder Woman hurt us. And she took out Aquaman. Well, that's the end of that team. All right, that team is over. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Aquaman had to live. We still get the overall dub, though. We still get the overall dub. But Wonder Woman came through and crushed the building. Let's see. Here, fine. Now I need to figure out one. Going out the Bronx, did I get some stuff? If I got some titanium, that'd be nice. I got not all of it, but some of it. Quick collect. Bet. Do I have enough to rank up one of them? If I do, who am I ranking up? That's the next question. Let's just look at Kid Flash. I have 42,000. I need 80,000. So, so I need 38,000. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Use max. Yeah, that's 8. So this has to be 30, which it definitely is not. All right, so I have like 20,000. All right, so then in the next couple of days, I should be able to, yeah, solidly like 20,000, maybe a little bit above. So in the next couple of days, we'll see if we can get that done. Okay. Let's go back to main story. I'm gonna do this while I think on how I want to handle Weasel. Probably should have gone to team ups instead. Did I run this already one time? Why didn't it win? Let's see why it didn't win. It's hard to get percentage gear to the type that you like. 100%. 100%. It feels like the odds are different for the heal and the block gear. I'm fine with it. It's fine. I'll take 10% heals on one piece as opposed to like 6% or 10% damage on 1% as opposed to 6% or 3% damage of attack from the set itself. You know, like I mean, it sucks. I wish I had both, but if I had to pick one, break up the set. But only break up the set for percentage pieces, not for flat stat pieces. There she goes. How did we lose here? It's probably those dudes in the back with the bombs and the hats. Just for that alone, I can't wait for Cheshire. Let's handle those dudes in the back. Plus, they come around, and then I can use Poison Ivy to take out that back row as well. Let's go. Hurry up. I don't care. Hurry up and get here. Yeah, okay. So I think we'll do a Weasel guide after this one, and then I'll call it a stream. Drinking a Marvel from a Marvel mug during a DC game video. Oops. Okay. I don't know where my Batman mug is. Oh, but that thing was massive anyway. It was huge. It was more decoration than practical. But it still should be up here. I really wonder where the downfall of this, because it seems like we have everything pretty well in hand. I'm not saying like we're like dominating, but I don't see, the only thing I see is that they could beat us is by timing out. Huh. And why do I have Aquaman in the back? I guess because of the damage from, nope. No, still doesn't make sense. Huh. Okay, we'll figure that out too later. Wonder Woman goes, she's going to take down at least one minion. Yay for Scarecrow taking out Superman DCU. Whatever, bro. Yeah. It basically feels like they slowly whittle us down. It doesn't feel like there was one gigantic grand shot, but it feels as though we should have more damage on them. What is actually going on? Set up the rifle again. We're good with it. He just stays in shields. Jeez. I don't know why Shield Buddy in the front isn't falling. He seems to be pretty tough. All right. Might have been better to put Aquaman up front and then run Batman in the back. Maybe we'll do that next time. So they're down to 3, we're down to 4. I think it's going to be a timeout situation, not necessarily like they truly defeated us. Guys, kill faster. Actually, I think I could beat this, because I think the Ultimate Order right now is out of order because I have Jon Stewart going first. If I had Wonder Woman going first, I feel like I could get past that. Yeah, about that. Well, you know what? I said I was going to do Weasel. I said I was going to do Weasel. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Weasel. I'm gonna do the Weasel video real quick. I'm gonna call it a stream, and then I'll come back and do this. And then I'll stream again tomorrow anyway, so long as I don't oversleep. All right, so let's do the Weasel video. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Where you at, Weasel? All right, so start recording. Coming in 3, 2. I want to like Weasel. At first, I didn't want anything to do with him. I wanted no parts of him. Then I was going through his kit. You guys saw rank 5. I'm not doing rank 5 guides anymore, but that rank 5 was before Weasel had his brother eye. I have him at rank 8. I really want to like him. I really want to use him, and I feel like I can't. Let's get to the video. So then we'll back up. All right, so coming in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Rose Collide video. In this video, I'm gonna go through Weasel rank 8. I like him a lot. The problem is, I don't know if that means that he's good or not. I was trying to, and the reason why this question is coming up is that I was ready to go ahead and do this rank 8 video like a little while ago. Stuff happened with Jon Stewart, with Brother Eyes, Swamp Thing getting announced, you know, Cheshire and Dr. Poison, all that stuff. So then I put this on hold. I'm, rebuilding my Elite Arena teams, going through this, that, and the third, and I'm noticing that I'm literally trying to force Weasel into certain spots with the Bride. And this is when I came to the conclusion that the Bride actually performs better outside of her Creature Commando allies, like markedly so. And one of the reasons for that is that with Weasel's team synergy, not team synergy, one of his badge conditions, it's good, but it doesn't function in the way that you think, and it throws me off every single time. And I have to end up putting him in positions that I don't want him to actually be in, and then he just falls. So, and then outside of that, he does very, very good damage, but is he worth bringing just damage, no team synergy? That is my question. So now, going into, affinities first, he has his team synergy. I only have him up to rank 8 right now, so we'll read the rank 10 after this. All allies gain 25% shield penetration. Ally basic dispels 1 stack of a random buff from the target. When damaged by an ally, gain 1 stack of recuperate and 1 stack of haste. Now, funny enough, ally basics dispel 1 stack of a random buff from the target. Didn't think about this in this way until just now. If I run him with the Bride and she does her ultimate, that means she's sending her 4 allies, let's just say 4, at one target, them using their basics. That means while they're using their basics, they're going to clear a buff from the target, meaning they'll clear 4 buffs. Excuse me. So that's actually really, really good. When damaged by an ally, gain 1 stack of recuperate and 1 stack of haste. So that means when Weasel is, or when all characters are. If all characters, then this is also great for her, and running him with Constantine with that team synergy would be amazing. Then here, the next thing that happens, all attacks against an enemy with shields will gain 100% block chance. All attacks against an enemy with shields will gain, 100% crit chance. Block chance, I was like, that's crazy. Crit chance. So you're going to crit when you're hitting into shields. Okay, cool. Still got to hit through the shield, though. Now, going through his kit. On the basic, Weasel strikes the enemy who last attacked 3 times, dealing 40% of his attack as physical damage with each hit. This is on Wild Beast. So if you hit whatever enemy attacks, whoever has their last turn, he's going to turn around and then hit you for 120% damage. If the last enemy attacked was an advanced attack, Weasel instead deals 50% of his damage. So it's going to be 40% unless it was an advanced attack, and it's going to be 50. That's not great. I don't like that. I don't know why I didn't see that. If the last enemy attack was an ultimate, Weasel instead deals 6%. These are very, very, very high qualifiers. All right, so next on Just a Nibble. Weasel gloms onto his front row ally with the highest percentage of HP remaining, takes a little bite, dealing 5% of his attack in or if his attack in physical damage, healing Weasel for 20% of his max HP. The attack cannot crit or defeat allies. If no front row allies, Weasel instead targets the enemy with the lowest percentage of HP remaining. That is cool. Dealing 100% of his attack in physical damage. Now the problem with this is that whenever I try to run him with the Bride, who wants to have allies attack her so she can get hard hit and self-heal, I can't put him in the back row. So far, if I put him in the back row with like Peacemaker or Aquaman or OG, he always goes after them as his buddy, as the one that he's gonna nibble on, not ever the Bride. So I have to put him in the, I have to put like him in the front with Bride, or someone else in the front with Bride, so that Bride ends up being the only tank in the front. Then he'll attack her. So that is one like downside. I don't know if it's a bug or how it's supposed to work, but it is what it is. Tooth and Nail. All of Weasel's attacks inflict one stack of bleed on an enemy for 2 turns. When Weasel's HP drops below 60% of his attack, now inflict an additional 1 stack of bleed. So if he's below 60%, he'll do 1 more bleed. When Weasel's HP drops below 50%, all of the attacks have a 50% lifesteal. That's awesome. So if it drops below, you have 50% lifesteal. Does that mean that lifesteal sticks with you until the rest of the match? Or is it just while you're under 50%? But that is an awesome team. Not team synergy, just an awesome passive. And now on the ultimate. Weasel randomly attacks 5 enemy targets. This sounds very much like Superboy, dealing 100% of his attack as physical damage with each strike. That's 500% damage. 600% if you go there, then 700. That's a lot of damage. And he does do a lot of damage. He is a very, very, very good damage dealer. I just do not feel like with his team synergy and then his skills being good, but there are other characters that do crazy good damage, I do not really see a place for Weasel on my roster. I don't see where I can use him that much. And it bugs me because I really do want to like him. I really want to use him, despite the fact that originally I didn't want anything to do with him. I want him to work. So I'm going to go into team ups and try to run him with somebody. How much do I have team ups? A check. All right, there it is in warm ups. And I will be right back. Okay, here we go. Back. So, now. Alright, coming back in 3, 2. Alright, so now what I'm going to try to do, I was going to try to take them into team-ups right now. I don't have a lot of team-ups. Actually, is there anybody else here? No. So we'll just do 2 team-up battles, and then hopefully somebody from my friends and allies will rally for me and help me take out Huntress. Alright, this isn't bad because I think Huntress is what? Agile. So it might be a pretty good showing for Weasel in this scenario. But let's see. I'm going to try to do him outside because my Dr. Phosphorus right now is only rank 7. So I'm going to try to do him slightly outside of Creature Commandos. If I'm running him and he's doing a lot of damage, and we also worry about him damaging allies, I still feel as though running Constantine with them is a good idea. The problem with that is that he has to come into the back row now. Because if I run Weasel with them, Weasel is automatically going to start taking damage. It feels as though, even though she has higher HP than him, it feels as though Weasel still targets whoever is not the Bride. So that's obnoxious. Yeah. Next, if we're running if we are running the Weasel like this, as a matter of fact, I wonder if I can show it, because right now his HP is 1.3 million, and the bride's, where is hers at? 1.7 million. All right, so she has the higher HP. If she takes a hit, she'll still have the highest proportion, because a hit from Huntress that goes into Bride and to Aquaman, one to him, one to her, she's gonna lose X amount, 10,000. Well, it depends on the defense. Actually, now I think about it, the defense does matter in terms of how much HP you lose. So forget everything I was just about to say. I said forget it. God, you be hanging on to stuff. Why are you talking about old stuff? Anyway, so he will damage her. She will give them hard hit, which means that I kind of, if I put Mara here, this is putting him in a position to fail. Let's put Batman here. I'll try Mara no, because I'm gonna leave Mara out of it. I'm gonna leave Mara out of it altogether. But then this is where we get into this awkward situation of who I'm gonna put up here, because I know for a fact he's going to just try to bite whatever tank I put up. Let's put Bane. Bane's not gonna receive enough heals from his setup to do anything, actually. OG Superman? Yeah, we could put up OG Superman just to prove the point of, like, he has 1.3 million. I think I said 1.1 for Aquaman. So we'll put Aquaman up there front. And then we will do whatever. Uh-oh. Did not mean to do that. Let's pull you back. All right. So then we will do whatever is necessary. Didn't even realize I had the chat up for this whole time. That's fine. We'll see what the opinions are. Anyway, so she'll put, that's not actually, that was accidental, but that's not bad. Let's remove you. We want an agile damage dealer. Let's try to go with Green Arrow. See what he does. Boom. Agile damage dealer. He should hurt both Huntress and Black Canary. The one problem with Black Canary, she's going to put silence on whoever's there. It would be nice to have Kid Flash's synergy to purge that, but it is what it is. So, this order, because, Weasel's video. Okay, so we have no heals here. No heals. Outside of Aquaman, who can heal, but he's not a healer. Let's just be clear about that. Let's fight it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Now on this badge, and I should go back and review it. Do you see this here? This means that he has Aquaman as his buddy. So he's going to nibble on him as opposed to nibbling on the bride, which is a pain to try to deal with. It's absolute pain. Absolute pain. Okay, so yeah, you see how we just hit him? Now this does nothing for us. Absolutely nothing for us. Because he's up front, Weasel's gonna hit him, even though he has less HP. And I know it's a proportion, but it's even less, anyway. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is put Aquaman back here, remove Green Arrow. Who goes up there next? A damage dealer, Wonder Woman. A damage dealer who can take the damage, but it won't be as bad as Wonder Woman. Is Red Hood. There was another character somebody put out that I can't remember. So we won't harp on that too much. We're gonna put Weasel first, cause his video. We can put Batman here. All right, so there we go. Let's see. Let's see how we do by the end of this. And there, of course, is the silence of Aquaman. I'm not too concerned about that because, if I'm not mistaken, he should still be able to do his School of Fish if any of us falls below that threshold. I think it's 40%. Bet. So now you see the little buddy tag over there, and he just did the damage to get the hard hit to everybody. He just did it on the bride. Okay? So not hard hit for Wonder Woman, only background allies and he himself. But we got it to kind of work. He did it. Now this is having to do that. Granted, this isn't great anyway. He is good against shield because of the shield penetration. But this isn't great anyway, that I have to construct the roster even a certain way to get his synergy to go off. Like it's just, or to get her passive to proc. It's just not fun. It's just not. It's very, very specific. It's the same reason why Mara has fallen off. She's very specific. She needs to be right next to Aquaman. Not here for it. Okay, so silence is on Aquaman. That's not a big deal. Let's see how much damage we do. We're almost to the end of this. I'm pretty sure Batman does the most because that's what Batman does, is the most damage. Okay, recoup. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so overall, please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Overall, I like Weasel. I'm far from loving him. I liked him a lot more a few days ago, but like this is why you play test and like keep trying stuff and experimenting. The fact that he still just does not attack the bride, even though she would have higher HP and probably a higher HP proportion, is obnoxious and annoying to me. I'm gonna go back and go into his badge and then call it a video. But here's the thing: I think he's good, not great. Am I putting him in the top 10 epics? I mean, if I am, is right towards the end, but he could make it there. Yo, I did 69% damage. Yeah, Batman did 11. Weasel did 8. He wasn't a slouch. He was definitely not a slouch there. All right, so let's go. Let's go back. And now I can't even give you a reasonable like try, because if I did, it would be it wouldn't even be able to match up to 69 because ain't 69 of it left. So what was I about to do? No, that didn't work. Okay. So I completely forgot. Check. Completely forgot what I was about to do. We checked the damage. That's good. I completely forgot what I was about to do. Completely slipped my mind. Think I was going to run it one more time just to finish it off. But I don't think there was anything new that I could do. Truth be told. Well, let's go ahead and go fight and simulate and do that. All right. So, oh, his badge. All right. So let's go. Where are you at? Okay, coming back in 3, 2. Thanks, Hammer. 1. Yo, Hammer is helping out the old man. I was literally like about to rewind and go back and go to his badge, and I was like, I just left my keys and did not know where they were. I was like, what was I about to? I came in this room for something. I was intent. I had to cup my water bottle. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing, where you're sitting there for 15 minutes. Like, I came in this kitchen for something, and it wasn't food. You know what I mean? That's where I was. I was sitting there like, did I just space out? I was doing something. Do I just say goodbye on the video now? Anyway, sorry. Anyway, old bruh, I told you. Anyway, on his badge, at the start of battle, the front row ally with the highest max HP becomes the buddy. So it's not even the proportion thing that I thought it was. Highest max HP. That is the bride. Weasel can only deal 1 HP of damage to his buddy and will always target them with just a nibble. Anytime his buddy is damaged by any attack, Weasel gains a stack of hard hit. So he's going to gain a stack of hard hit every time the bride does get hit, so that does help him with damage. But, hey, clip it, show it. This doesn't work. It does not work. Doesn't matter how high it is. Bride is never the buddy. Never, ever, ever. They got the greater than, less than sign wrong in the code, okay? It's never that. Weasel eats up to 2 types of debuffs when he nibbles his buddy. Cool. For each debuff type he eats, Weasel and his buddy are healed by 5% of the max HP. So that's 10% heal. Yeah, this would be nice to even see if it works the way it's supposed to. Like, if it would be cool if it worked the way it's supposed to. Damage to enemies from just a nibble increases to 200%. And Weasel will always nibble an enemy after nibbling an ally. So, it'd be nice to have, I think his badge would be okay. I wouldn't be like dumping resources into it. But I think he could be better. If that part of it worked well, worked the way it's supposed to, he would be better. Would he be enough for me to want to really, really invest in? Not so much. He's not a bad investment. If you've invested in him, good, cool, enjoy, knock yourself out. But not like, oh, I gotta go get him. So, in any case, now I can sign off because the old man remembered what he was supposed to do and has finished. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time. Yo, I completely spaced out. Oh, God. Coffee, you ain't working, bruh. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I am going to sign off for today. Depending on what happens tonight, if I stay up super, super late, I will probably, if I don't stay up super, super, super late, I'll probably stream again tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to get some YouTube stuff done. I need to do groceries and laundry too. You know, all the adult stuff. But in any case, thank you guys for watching. I really, really, truly appreciate you. It's been fun. Let me go do the adulting now.